What's up, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Roberto checking in with another video, man. I hope everybody's doing good today. So let's talk about the giants in the Grand Canyon. So everybody knows about the Grand Canyons in Arizona. Very popular, a great tourist site. A lot of people visit there. But there are some things that are lurking in the caves of the Grand Canyon that they don't tell us about. In those deep valleys, caves, there's a lot of stuff in the Grand Canyon that just the average person doesn't know about. It's limited. They show us certain things they allow us to see, but they don't allow us to see everything. And that's where the problem comes in at. The United States Grand Canyons hold secrets that have been hidden from us for years. They don't tell us about the people that went exploring in the Grand Canyon and went missing. Now, these are man-eating giants. These aren't just regular giants. These are man-eating giants in the Grand Canyon that feed on humans. Almost like the Afghanistan giants. These giants grow anywhere from 10 to 15 feet in height. Imagine something that tall. And they look more of like a Bigfoot rather than a human. More of a Bigfoot than a human. But the scary part is, the Grand Canyon at night is when they come out. They come out to feed. Grand Canyon is huge. There's a whole family of them living in the Grand Canyon. But our government doesn't tell us this. Why? Because they're trying to keep it from us. Because the moment we learn about this and people find out about it, you will get people going there, trying to explore, trying to capture these things, trying to kill them. And then you open up a can of worms that you just don't want. You don't want to have it to where these giants are leaving the Grand Canyon. Because they only understand the Grand Canyon. They never come out of the Grand Canyon. They don't know about the outside world. They survive off the humans that they eat, animals that come roaming through there, things of that sort. They grow this big because of what they're eating. Their bone structure is much different from ours. They're much stronger, and they're pretty intelligent, very intelligent. Maybe not as smart as us, but for an ape-like creature, they're very smart. Now, a lot of people have spoken out about giants in Grand Canyon, but it just never actually went very far because not a lot of people have experienced seeing them and survived to tell about it. Most of the people that seen the giants in the Grand Canyon have ended up dying. There have been bodies found in the Grand Canyon that have been mutilated. They don't tell us about it. They cover it up. The government has been covering it up for years. They've covered a lot of secrets up that are hidden within the Grand Canyon. Some people from years ago tell stories about how they had friends go to the Grand Canyon and never came back. And the government always ruled it a homicide or a suicide. Never can find the body because the body's been eaten by these giants. I couldn't imagine the fear that would come through my body if I saw a 12-foot giant coming towards me. And the fact that these things can run up to 15, 20 miles an hour, you're more than likely not getting away. You're not getting away. It's so much in the Grand Canyon that's unexplored. People think the Grand Canyon's been explored. There's a whole system, a whole pretty much cave system that's unexplored. That anybody, a whole human can live down there and survive. They have a water system, they have food, they have all types of things. So the Grand Canyon can support life. Not only can it support human life, but it can support giants' life. Giants have been around for a long time. But the hardest thing is actually catching them. Giants don't really come out until it's nighttime. They sleep a lot and they feed a lot. But what they feed on is the disturbing part. And I don't know their method of killing people, but I can tell you one thing for sure. You don't want to come across one of these giants. You don't. You definitely don't want to come across one of these giants. The few people that have lived to tell about the story, some of them have been silenced by the government. Some of them have been called crazy. But a lot of hitchhikers know certain areas in the Grand Canyon you just don't go because of the stories that have been told for years. Whether it's true or not, nobody's going to take the risk, but there are those few who haven't heard the stories and end up wandering off in certain parts of the Grand Canyon and certain areas that these things live at, and they end up dying. And that's just the reality of that. You cannot survive any encounter with a giant. You would definitely need some kind of weapon, and most people who go hiking do not have weapons on them. So you're just there as a sitting duck. And they always try to say that people got lost. Anytime you hear about somebody going missing in the Grand Canyon, they got lost. That's always the excuse, is they got lost. When in reality, they didn't get lost. Something else happened to them. So my thing is, why are they keeping this from us? What is the relationship between the government knowing about these giants and what they're capable of? There's got to be something about them that they don't want us to know about. Got to be something. I've been doing a little research on this, and I think I've come to the conclusion that the giants in the Grand Canyon are some of the most feared animals. I'm not going to say animals, some of the most feared things in the world. Some of the most feared things in the world. Do your research, find out, and you'll see exactly what's going on with these things. We're going to talk more about it. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and I'll show it to you guys, and I'll talk to you guys about it. And we'll go forward from there. But check out Giants in the Grand Canyon, guys. They have a whole cave tunnel system down there, and we're going to expose what's going on. I'm going to expose it. We're going to talk more about it. This will have a part 2 where I go in detail. So let me know in the comment section what you think, and have you heard about the Giants in Grand Canyon?